afternoon. It's looking beautiful out there. Beautiful kind of bluebird day here as we're looking up in Grand Forks at our live conditions there. But you can see all that snow that we've picked up across the valley. Grand Forks, one of those places that got quite a bit, 8.5 inches reported there. And we still have a little wind. It's not much, but it's moving the flags just enough. And that means, of course, we know with the cold temperatures and that wind that we're dealing with some wind chill problems here for today. So the wind's not done with us yet. It's not necessarily creating whiteout conditions at this point, but it is certainly bringing us that colder feel. Speaking of cold, our low temperatures today, it got pretty cold in the northern valley, especially because we got into the double digits below zero, 13 below in Cavalier. Rolla, 18 below there, so quite chilly, especially because we really haven't had our temperatures drop as much this season just yet. And in the southern valley, Fargo got down to 8 below, and we were 10 below in Grand Forks. So a cold start. Our numbers have been climbing, though most of us are still below the 0-degree mark here this morning or this afternoon. We're looking at 1 below in Fargo and 3 below in Grand Forks, and right at 1 above 0 in Fergus Falls and over to Gwinner. So Southern Valley doing a little bit better, but everybody's on that chilly side. And wind chills continue to be a problem. Teens and 20s below. We're having some issues, I think, with our site at Hallock and getting in some no wind reports there. And I know that we've been seeing wind there over the last 24 hours, so I would disregard that number, but expect to have wind chills that are also as low as your neighbors. So we're looking at 20s below to head into the afternoon in the northern valley today. So make sure you're bundling up, make sure you're layering up. You want to cover your skin, because if you're out in this too long and you don't have your skin covered, we're talking about frostbite concerns. So something to remember. We're heading into that season now. And winds are on the lighter side compared to yesterday. We peaked at 56 miles per hour yesterday in both Fargo and Grand Forks for our gusts. Much lower than that now. But again, there might be a little bit of ground drifting going on across the roadways in places where the wind speeds are into that 15 to 20 mile per hour range here. That's going to be an issue, and still dealing with those wind chills as a factor as well. With the clouds clearing out, we actually get a good look at our snowpack that's now in place, and it's basically covering the entire valley at this point in time. Some places down by the state line don't look as covered, where we're seeing a little bit of that darker view come through on our black and white map here, and then the trees in Minnesota kind of obscuring the snow that fell there too. But we know we got a lot. Bemidji was one of those places that reported 14 inches of snow, so quite a bit there. So let's take a look at our hour-by-hour planner. As we make our way into the afternoon, we'll see those temperatures climbing a little bit more, but it's going to stay cold all day. We will have some double digits above 0 down by the South Dakota line, but for the most part, some single digits here. We're looking at 4 in Fargo, 2 in Grand Forks, perhaps some of us kind of just staying below 0 in some of our northwest Minnesota counties. And this continues into this evening. We'll see those temperatures initially drop. It's the cloud cover that, again, we're looking out for tonight. The sooner that moves in this evening, the better off we'll be, helping to trap in any daytime warming that we have and keep our temperatures from dropping as much, or perhaps helping those temperatures to rise with a south wind kicking in as we head into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. But notice where we might see some breaks in the clouds up north. Anywhere where we see that happen, our temperatures could quickly drop tomorrow morning into the sub-zero range. Where we keep the clouds around longer, we'll be on the milder side. So really we'll be counting on that as we head into your day on Tuesday. Here's a look at your forecast heading into the rest of the week. Expect warming temperatures. We're going up by increments of 10 each day. So by Tuesday, we'll be into the teens. By Wednesday, some 20s, and Thursday, back above freezing again. That'll be really nice that we see those temperatures climb and hopefully clear away some of the ice and snow that's compacted on the roads and sidewalks. I think the snowpack isn't going anywhere for a while, but it'd be nice to have some clearer roads, at least for travel.
I don't suppose there's any chance it's going to continue going up by 10 every day.
No, but Thursday's kind of the cutoff, but we kind of hold there. We're looking at some 20s and 30s heading into the weekend, and that's much more tolerable.
It is. Oh.
Yeah, and closer to average for this time of year too.
The wind chill is painful.
It sure is. You know, it really takes the wind out of you.
It does.
When you step out the door, but it is better than this morning, and I'm hoping we can improve that continuing into the afternoon.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Lisa.